Hi guys, it's Annie Margarita Yang with Annie Yang Financial Corporation. Today's video is an official training video for my new employees who have just joined my team. Now this training video is actually going to be made public because just in case I have a job opening and there are people looking to apply to work at my company and they are doing their research, trying to find out more about what this company is like, what the company culture is like, what the CEO is like, well, they'll come across this video if they do their research. Today's video is on how to find meaning and joy in a very monotonous, boring, repetitive job. Now, this is an accounting firm. Even though I say it's a very non-traditional accounting and bookkeeping firm, a lot of the tasks that need to be done are still very much monotonous. Like anything that you would see done by an accountant, it's going to be done by the people working for this company. And a lot of people will find accounting work to be extremely boring. However, I think it all depends on the mindset that you have when you approach doing your job. I agree, accounting can be extremely boring. You have to pay attention to the small details. And sometimes it's very hard to see just how the work you're doing just has the greater effect on the overall company. Because, just like working for any job, it almost feels like you're just shuffling paper around. That's all you're doing. That's all you're paid to do. Shuffle paper around, enter some data onto the computer. However, I find that a certain mindset has helped me find joy in what I do. I'm not sure about you, but here in the United States, though I'm hiring globally, but I do know here in the United States, we do have a culture where people want to make money following their passion. It's really important to people to make money from their passions, right? Well, for me, accounting is pretty much my passion. How am I excited to do accounting? The reason is because when I think about doing accounting, especially, so we are trying to help real estate investors and property management companies get accurate financials on a very consistent basis, and we're going to do it very affordably for them. And I have specially designed every single person's job in particular to be only just one part of that overall picture to achieving that goal for our clients. And when you do your job especially well, and everyone on your team does their job especially well, the client will have accurate financials. They're going to look at their financials and they're going to see, oh, I can trust these numbers. Even though the last time we reconciled our account was 25 days ago, I already know looking at it today, I can trust these numbers and I can make a very good financial decision based on the numbers that I see. And why is it so important for people to know that their financials are extremely accurate? When a real estate investor is looking at their financial report, they're going to make decisions that are going to have a very big impact on their financials. So are they going to buy another property? Are they going to sell this property? What price are they going to sell it for? Because they have to make sure they sell this property at a profit. Do they want to refinance their mortgage? Are they charging enough rent to cover all of their expenses? If you think about it, I know there's this thought that capitalists are evil and, a lot of people hate landlords, but there's a lot of landlords out there that are just everyday people, just like me and you. They've worked very hard at their job to save up enough of a down payment to be able to buy their first investment property so that when they retire, they can live off of the rental income. So we want to make sure that people are getting accurate financials to make sure that they can retire, that they can afford to pay for their children's college education and so on. So that's important. These are regular people just like me and you. Some people are extremely rich, but still, these are also the people that provide jobs to the rest of society. So one of the things that are really important to our company is entering bills on an extremely regular basis. So I want bills to get entered within 24 hours. So why is it so important? A contractor doing some maintenance and repair on a house or any sort of development for a house that they were hired to do, they submit the bill to us and we enter the bill. We want to make sure it gets entered ASAP. The reason is because though we don't reserve the authority to pay the bill, the faster we enter the bill, then the faster our client sees that there is a bill in the system to pay, the faster they see that there's a bill in the system to pay, the faster they actually pay the bill, and that contractor can get paid for their work. A lot of contractors, they pay so much money for supplies, and they have to pay their workers on a regular basis. So they really rely on getting paid on time because cash flow is just so important to their business. So if we do not enter bills on time, someone else is gonna have trouble paying their worker. So just think about how a small action, just such as not entering bills on time, can affect other people's families, right? It's other people's livelihoods. Other people get affected when we do not provide accurate financials, when we do not enter bills on time. Another example I can think of is there are a lot of real estate developers in the industry that are definitely in the industry to make a profit for themselves. However, the people that I know that are developers, they actually do have a passion to develop a new property that is going to increase the housing supply for other people here in the United States. You know, there's a very limited supply of houses to buy here, and everyone is fighting over buying a house. It's a very hot market. If a developer has accurate financials, like if they can know that they have kept their costs within a certain budget, it's very important for them to keep their costs within a certain budget, then they can sell the house for a certain price. And the more they keep their costs within their budget, the easier of a time they are going to have to sell the house to people like me and you for, a more reasonable price rather than something outrageous. So that's just my thinking, and that is how I think about accounting. Though your role is just one small part out of many, and it definitely feels like you're working in a factory in an assembly line kind of manner, that is definitely not the case. Everyone's effort definitely matters in the grand scheme of things. Our actions in this company, it affects our clients, it affects their families, it affects our clients' vendors, it affects home buyers here in the United States. So it all has a greater effect. If you happen to be someone who is not looking to work at my company, you're just a regular YouTube fan who stumbled upon my video, well, I have a message for you as well. If you happen to know somebody who works in a minimum wage job, or you also work a minimum wage job right now that is just like, fast food, or you work at a restaurant as a server, any job that has no prestige, right? It's hard to find joy and meaning in those kinds of jobs as well. However, I did used to work at Domino's Pizza, and after working there, in my experience, it is still possible to find joy and meaning working at a place like Domino's Pizza. And the reason I say that is because during my training at that company, we were taught to upsell, right? When someone called to order a pizza, we would also have to ask, oh, would you like any drinks with that? Would you also like dessert? Would you like anything on the side? And I know, yes, that's all for making the company more money. However, we were taught to look at it from a different perspective. A lot of people ordering Domino's Pizza, they're busy working professionals. They don't have time to cook, and they want to have a meal with their family. So they call Domino's Pizza so that they could get a hot pizza delivered to their door in less than 30 minutes. So I'm working at Domino's Pizza, and it's not just about making pizza. It's about creating a meal that someone is going to enjoy with their family, and they're going to have happy memories, right? So it's about creating the entire experience for that customer. And, that is how you find joy. You find joy in serving other people. It's not necessarily like, is this my passion? But you can still find joy in serving your community, because even low-wage jobs like that are honest jobs, and they provide value to the rest of society. That's it for today. If you like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications every time I upload a new video. That's it for you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.